Good morning, dear. Have you slept well?
I had that nightmare again. It was a man clad in crow feathers. His face was upside down, with a mouth on his forehead and eyebrows on his chin.
That's horrible. How does your mind invent these things to torment you with?
Maybe the gods are trying to tell me I need to be careful.
It is always wise to be careful. Speaking of which, your sister sent a message again. She wants to meet you at the marketplace as usual. Do not make her wait this time. She's risking a lot by doing this.
I don't like using her, but she's my primary source of information on the Vitelli.
This can't go on. You must find a way to get her back.
I don't like this kind of unpredictability. I guess we'll have to improvise.
Whatever you do, be careful.
Gardening.
Good morning, Domine. I've been waiting for you.
Cutting up the weeds and trimming hedges. It's a constant struggle to keep nature in check, really.
You look good, Cineros. Have you been exercising?
You jest, I'm sure. If anything, I've grown a bigger belly. The wine doesn't help.
We should visit Lucullus. I wonder what he's up to.
I can't think of a reason why he would not be doing well. I've heard Nasamones is a land of forbidden pleasures. Alas, it's too far away. But speaking of our friends in high places, it might be worth going to the Senate this afternoon. Tullius Cicero is holding court there today. You might learn something.
The winery is doing well, I assume.
It is generating quite a bit of income, even though our recipes are old. The grapeseed we have imported from Gallia produces tasteful drink. There's always room for improvement, though.
My sister wants to meet today.
I've heard Skywola is taking good care of her. This unspoken and unofficial truce between our families is unnerving. But I prefer it to all-out feud.
Let us go to the market. It seems I have an appointment.
That you do. And I can buy some groceries while we're at it.
That boy who always asks for you hasn't been around in a few days.
He became too aggressive when I turned him down.
What happened?
Deianira had a stern talk with him, and it seems he got the message.
That woman is worth her weight in gold.
These damned crows and their indiscriminate defecation.
I do house calls in the evenings. Salve, Legate. Welcome back. Is there anything you need?
I need some linen for fresh bandages.
You have purchased all my spare linen, and it is still not enough. I'm very sorry I cannot spare any more.
It must have been a rough 5 years. Vale.
I'm looking to commission a painting for my bedroom wall.
Of course. I'd be delighted to discuss the details. What do you have in mind?
Something that might stimulate the love life. Something to excite the wife.
Ah, indeed. I'm sure we can come up with something.
I didn't expect you to come around again anytime soon. I'm afraid I have no more ancient artifacts lying around, if that was your hope.
Salve.
Salve, Legate. It is so good to see you after all this time.
I am pleased to see you as well, Vitellis Lurko. Congratulations on your election to the Senate.
Oh, thank you. It was not an easy election campaign, but now my family has 2 men in the Senate. What brings you to the market today?
My sister.
The beauty of my dear sister-in-law does attract an undesirable element in the marketplace. It seems poor Louiana is harassed by some less virtuous individuals when visiting the market. She is talking to people she should not talk to. You never know where this kind of thing will lead. There are scoundrels and thugs all across the city.
Senator, someone just took your coin purse. He's running there. Look.
What? I didn't feel... You're right. It's gone.
I see him. We'll get the bastard.
Wait! No one has even been near me. Except...
Does stupidity run in your family, or are you exceptional this way?
Thieving bitch. Louiana, stay here!
Who was that woman?
An old friend who has a habit of appearing exactly when she's needed.
Thank Juno she was here. Both Lorco and Skyavola are very busy these days. I don't exactly know what's going on.
Why is he here today? You think he knows you're spying for me?
I think he always did, but never cared much. Something must have changed.
Where is Geolia?
I don't know. Disappeared a while ago. It makes me nervous. Skyavola might be the elder brother, but Lorco always creeps me out. He is smarter than he looks. Certainly smarter than my husband.
He must have seen something that can give us an idea of what they're up to.
I've seen a lot of merchants and galley captains passing in and out of the villa, but it can't just be a new trade deal that's generating such commotion in the household. I fear they're planning something personal. Something big.
Are they treating you well?
Me? Oh yes, surprisingly well still. Skyavola is treating me like a queen. No doubt they're trying to turn me against my family.
Be quick. You wanted to tell me something.
Skyavola left a number of strange shipping manifests in the library. They are sending a lot of ships to Egypt. I have no idea why, but I may be able to retrieve the documents for you.
I'll look into it myself. Better not take the risk until we know what they're after.
I'll wait on your decision then. Wale, brother. Oh, these are beautiful. Are they from Sicilia? I'll take a half dozen.
How was Baiai? I heard you returned recently.
It was not what I expected. I made the mistake of renting a room just above a bathhouse.
Is that a bad thing? That sounds convenient.
The noise! The weightlifters grunting and groaning as they swing their lead weights. The masseurs smacking and slapping at their fat clients. The ball players counting out points. People jumping into the water with a loud splash. Ah, it was constant.
I made a promise to Jupiter and Juno when I left, and they saw me through the journey safely.
Very good. Then you had better give them what they're owed.
Precisely. I will place the altar in the wall facing the street.
Send a service with the inscription you want, and I will get to work.
It's been a long time.
How did you know I was here?
You thought I would stop being a spy just because I'm back in Rome? On the contrary. I've received a message from the proconsul. He says you'll need me very soon.
This cannot be a coincidence. Lurkel's appearance, the documents Livia was talking about, and now Lucullus.
If I know Dominus Lucullus, he would have sent a rider for you with all the instructions.
Seteros, find Bestia and Caeso and bring them to my villa.
A reasonable precaution. We may soon need their assistance. You should go ahead. I get the feeling time is of the essence.
While Cinero sought out her companions, Kalito and I visited the Senate.
Salve, Legate. What brings you to the Senate today?
I just wanted to observe the senators.
There isn't much to observe, at least not today. A session is only held if there is a relatio to discuss.
Does that mean everything is all right today?
Now there's a thought. I suppose that might be a possibility. However hypothetical it might be. A day when everything is all right, as you say. Unfortunately, this is not the day. The Senate doesn't have a session today. but I have to talk to my clientes regularly. That is why you can usually find me here.
I see. May I borrow some of your time?
Of course you may. As long as you're willing to give it back when you're done.
What is it that you actually do?
My duty to the people of Rome. In other words, politics. I am known for defending people's rights, too, when they need it.
Duty. I haven't heard of anyone referring to politics like that.
That saddens me. But it does not surprise me. Our virtues are in steady decline. Many people enter the world of politics for personal gain, for the status it brings, all the money. We must work for the good of our society. It is the will of the gods, and therefore our duty.
You think the gods want you to be a politician?
Indeed. It is implied. Why else would they give us reason? Reason is what men and gods have in common. It is what separates us from beasts. That reason must be used for the betterment of mankind.
Can people defend themselves?
They may, but most of the time they can't. Proper discussion of a case requires skill in rhetorics. Few people are articulate enough to be able to express their problems properly.
Shouldn't you instead teach people to defend themselves?
Instead? Certainly not. I teach people and I defend people, and thus my duties are fulfilled.
Why would anyone need defending? Aren't the laws clear?
Our laws are by necessity not specific. That is how they apply the same way to all similar situations. There's an underlying principle for our legal system, an intention guiding each regulation. Yet every event is unique. Therefore, every case is one of a kind. Without a firm grasp of that underlying logic, laws cannot successfully be applied to specific situations.
If laws are vague, how can you avoid committing a crime?
Laws should be generic, but not vague. A man can inherently know the harm he has caused, for all our actions are guided by reason.
How does one know what rights they have?
Prior to the writing of Lex Duodecum Tabularum, our rights were determined by the likes of Tarquinius Superbus. Now they are written down for all to know. It is not that easy, of course. Laws and situations evolve. But at least the rights of our people are not subject to the whims of a madman.
What about people who are not literate? How would they know about their rights?
That is where I come in as a lawyer. Knowing their rights is a citizen's duty. But even those who fail at that duty deserve to have their rights defended.
I see.
Is there anything else you wish to discuss?
If the Senate rules Rome, what is the role of the consuls?
Neither the Senate nor the consuls rule Rome. Senators and consuls are supposed to be subservient to the people. No one but the citizens can know what's best for them. Public servants fulfill their needs and wishes. Senators should represent the people, not rule them.
What about the servi? They don't get a voice.
In time, a servus can achieve the privilege of citizenship. But politicians should speak for the servi too. Their rights should also be protected.
You don't really get along with Cato, do you?
What makes you say that? I'm actually quite fond of his company.
You don't seem to believe in the same values.
He is more strict about the definition of morals. For him, consequences matter less than method. We broadly believe in the same ideals, though.
People say you will defend anyone who's willing to pay. Is that right?
A fair question. What do you think?
One should always defend the right cause.
But that assumes you have the ability to distinguish right from wrong. Do you claim to have such a skill?
Not always, but you should not defend someone you surely know to be guilty.
Perhaps not. But it is not up to me to pass judgment on people. I defend people because I simply like the art of rhetorics. Furthermore, my defense tests the system. If I can defend a guilty man successfully, that means the system is flawed. A flawed system cannot be just.
So what do you think is right and moral?
Simply put, reason. We've been granted reason by the gods. I like the art of rhetorics because it helps me apply reason. Not because it gets me drunk or anything like that. An Epicurean would enjoy that in his misguided worldview. They believe life is all about pleasure.
Perhaps by pleasure they mean an avoidance of pain, for themselves and others.
Perhaps. Your argument makes sense, but I still think you're giving them too much credit.
Will you teach me a few of your rhetorical techniques?
Your understanding of the art is probably better than you think. Suppose there is a chest. Inside the chest is something you desire, but the chest is locked. Now, I believe you would first look into your pockets and find out you're already in possession of the key. Logically, that would be the first thing to check. But let us suppose you can't do that. What other solution will you try next?
With enough finesse, a lock can be turned without a key.
Very good. A lock can be picked. Finesse and subtle manipulation is as important in rhetorics as in lockpicking. It is tempting to rely on facts and logic when you believe they support your argument. But in the end, everyone believes the facts are on their side. The way to change a man's heart is to stir his emotions. Weave a tale of woe. Paint your audience a vivid picture. Make them feel that you are right. If nothing else, pathos will keep spectators from being bored, and if you can hold a crowd's attention, you have already won. I have enjoyed this discussion, and I hope you have benefited from it. If you'll excuse me now, I have to talk to a client. Wale.
Wale.
Do you need me?
Do you need me?
It arrived just after noon. The rider insists on giving the message to you. It appears this man was instructed to meet you here as well.
Salwe, what's going on?
I have no idea. Let's find out.
The message, please.
You must leave everything and come to Nazamones immediately. We're in grave danger. And I'm afraid in this case, we refers to both our family and Rome itself. It seems we have underestimated Vitellius Lurco. Although the little brother wields no political power of significance, he is the de facto leader of his family. An ambitious man who isn't reckless makes an enemy to be reckoned with. His friendly demeanor masks a molten core of vengeful desire. He still remembers how we dismantled their illegal operations in Asia. And I'm afraid he wants our lives in return. I have reason to believe Lurco is planning something big. My speculatores say he's preparing to remove me from my position in Nazamones by force and make it look like a local uprising. If he succeeds, Rome is likely to lose control of the entire territory, giving Lurco the perfect excuse to challenge the current consuls. We cannot allow him to go ahead with this plan. I need your help. Reconstitute Legio Victrix. I know they are still loyal to you. Then sail for Nazamones immediately. A battle-ready army will be the last thing Lurco would expect. Do not despair. Know that the sun is brightest following the darkest day. See this as an opportunity. If we can turn the tables on Lurco, we can at last expose him for the crook he is. I await your arrival anxiously. Your Patronus and your dear friend, Lucius Licinius Lucullus.
I could not find Caeso, but I've brought Bestia.
Do not worry. I'm here, Cinerus.
You're looking good, Bestia. You have recovered from our last fight?
The injuries were not a problem, but I still owe the arena master for all the damages we caused.
Who won?
It was not settled.
They begged us to stop before we leveled the whole place.
Lurco is up to something. The proconsul's life is in danger. Get the Legion ready to sail in 2 days.
We should leave as soon as possible. But...
What is it, Caeso? You seem ill at ease.
I don't think I'll be able to leave Rome so easily.
Is this about a woman again?
In a way it is. Do you remember that seller who approached us at Marcellus Vipsanius's?
Indeed I do. What about her?
Well, it turns out she was telling the truth. At least, partly. She has given birth to a baby girl.
You've become a father. That's wonderful.
Thanks, I guess. Apparently she tried to escape from Vipsanius, who incidentally is her dominus. The problem is, they're blaming me for it.
Did you help her?
Of course I didn't. If I ever decide to help another man's soul escape, I will most certainly succeed.
Then why would they blame you?
She claims to be the mother of my child. Perhaps she is, or perhaps she just knows Vipsanius and his people are naive enough to believe her.
Why was she even running away?
Marcellus Vipsanius has a reputation for mistreating his Cereae.
Cineros, find a lawyer and get this sorted. I'll pay for the expenses.
This may take a few days, but I'm sure we can prove these allegations have no merit.
Thank you, Nagate. I will now take care of our preparations. We leave as soon as possible.
Be careful, child.
Do not worry, Domina. I will make sure we return home safe and sound.
Salvete, travelers. Welcome to the villa of Lucullus of Africa Proconsularis. State your identity and intentions.
Salve, Legionari. I am Tullus Romilius Nasica, appearing as requested. Let us through and inform the proconsul of our arrival, please.
My apologies for not recognizing you immediately. It's been a long day. The proconsul is currently preoccupied. Please wait in the courtyard while I relay the news of your arrival to him.
Preoccupied? With what?
Not for me to say. You better ask him in person. But orders are orders.
Legate, a word? I don't think he recognized you.
Your point being?
This doesn't smell right. Something's up.
Like what?
Little things. His armor is a bit too small for his body. He never called you by name. And did you notice how he failed to pronounce the proconsul's full name?
It is said he who possesses a deceptive heart sees only deception in other people's hearts. And it is known that women are deceptive by nature.
Wow. And that is why you're old but still single, Cineros.
Well, to err on the side of caution is wise.
Finally, some truth in the old man's words. We should kill them all.
Oh, well, that is not exactly what I was going to propose. In fact, it's quite the opposite of
Killing
what
everyone is the most cautious option.
Are you sure you know the meaning of that word? So what if he's rude and his behavior is not proper? Obviously, he's not Roman.
Dinner. You have any thoughts on the matter?
Not really. If we will fight, I am ready.
I agree with Kalita. Everyone, hide your Pugios just in case.
If you wish. I don't think it's necessary, though.
I apologize for the delay. There have been some security-related problems recently. We had to take precautions.
Security problems? Of what kind?
There was an attempt on his life recently. Nothing we can't handle, of course. Still, we're instructed to take all sorts of precautions. Relinquish your weapons here, please. No one's allowed to bear arms inside the villa.
Of course.
Are you not glad that you heeded my advice?
Unfortunately, only 2 escorts are allowed beyond this point. Do not worry. I will take care of your friends while you're gone.
Let us move!
No permanent damage.
Almost done. Let's get this over with.
What in the name of Jupiter is going on here?
Egyptians, Domini. They came out of nowhere.
Where's Lucullus?
He locked himself into the study. They've killed everyone. The Surwi are imprisoned in the cellar.
Tell me who those people were.
All I know is that they were in a great hurry. It seemed like they knew you were on your way.
I'm not surprised. This was an assassination attempt, and a very sloppy one at that.
Go get this Survey up. I'll find the proconsul.
Praise Fortuna. Take the key.
Lucullus! By the gods!
I'm sorry, Domine.
Your blank stare worries me. I think you should get some rest.
I'm not tired. I'm just angry. Very angry.
I don't need you angry. I need you focused.
Don't worry. I am focused as well.
Who do you think is behind this? Who murdered Lucullus?
I think these are two separate questions. It is clear these killers were Egyptian. They took no care to obscure their identities. Their weapons are just lying around. And the murder weapon is clearly Egyptian. Honestly, the only thing that's missing here is a graffito saying Egyptians killed Lucullus.
Why do you think they left the servants alive?
These people were in a great hurry. My guess is they quickly dispatched anyone who posed a threat, then got ready for our arrival. They had no reason to waste time killing the Surwi. Too much risk for no gain at all.
Be well, Khalida.
I will be. Eventually.
Nagate.
How are you holding up?
He was the most exceptional mentor, and the best friend I've ever known. They killed him, and I couldn't do anything about it.
You can avenge him still.
You know, I am complicit in this crime. We lost valuable time trying to solve my problem with that Selwa. As long as I am alive, he will never truly be avenged, I fear.
Who do you think did this?
Vitellius Lurco, of course. That Filius Canis, I will strangle him with my own hands.
If it's Lurko who did this, I'll make sure he faces justice.
Justice is not exactly what I had in mind. But you are right. I need to pull myself together.
Hang in there. We'll get to the bottom of this.
This all happened because of me. I delayed our journey. I will redeem myself by avenging him. That's the least I can do now.
Domine. I hope I will be allowed to serve the next proconsul.
Are you alright, Cineros?
It is rare that I feel the need to mourn someone. Dominus Lucullus was always kind to me. And that is equally rare.
He was like a father to me. But we need to pull ourselves together, old friend. We need to find out who's behind this.
I will do what I can to help.
How do you think he was killed?
It looks like he was stabbed. Multiple times. The murderer was probably behind him. There are no other bruises, which leads me to think he did not resist his attacker.
Perhaps he knew the murderer.
Perhaps.
Who do you think is behind this?
Dominus was killed with a small stabbing dagger. Judging from the wounds, I can tell the particular shape the blade had. Such blades are rare in Rome, but quite common in Africa, especially Egypt. It doesn't make any sense, though. Why would the Egyptians do this? It would be an act of war.
Let us not jump to conclusions yet.
It is wise not to, Domine.
I am sorry. He meant so much to you. How do you feel?
It's like I lost my father for the second time.
It is too much to go through once. Even for one as strong as you. We will make war again, I guess.
We will. I will muster Legio Weaktrix at once.
You are back in your element, it seems.
Ha! This is no time to laugh. This man was just assassinated. There's nothing good about this.
I disagree. A strong foe attacks head-on. A weak foe strikes from the shadows. Rejoice, Legate, for our enemy just announced how weak they are. We shall crush them with ease.
What do you think we should do?
Our course is clear. We know it's the Egyptians, right? Now, the first thing we need to do is start killing Egyptians. Eventually, we will get the murderer. Most likely before all Egyptians are dead. See? It's cautious and wise, just like Cineros said.
I don't think we can kill all Egyptians, Bestia.
Then we should kill most of them. At least many of them.
Stay sharp, Bestia. War is coming.
I hope so.
Domine.
How did these people get into the villa?
They were dressed like Roman legionnarii. We had no reason to suspect them.
Where could they have found that equipment?
I don't know. They must have ambushed some of our legionnarii.
Wasn't the proconsul guarded the whole time?
He was. It really happened too fast. All of a sudden the legionaries started stabbing each other. We didn't know what to do. By the time I realized what was happening, it was already too late.
How do I know you're not working for them? After all, you were running around when everyone was locked up, and you had the keys.
But I'm not. The keys? Also, we have the keys. I swear, I'm not working for them. I don't know why they kept me outside.
I have no reason to believe you will live, but only for the moment.
Thank you, Domine.
About your business.
Legate, a rider arrived. She wants to talk to Proconsul Lucius Licinius Lucullus. She says his life might be in danger.
Tell her she's a bit late.
Thank you. I'll see her at once.
Now that is an interesting development.
Be careful around these Berbers. You cannot trust the barbarians.
Dominus Lucullus was always kind to me.
The merchant said he requires the proconsul's personal signature. Otherwise he cannot make the delivery.
Ah, these useless cursable bureaucrats.
I'll go talk to him.
Thank you for saving us, Domine.
You are not the proconsul from Rome. I was instructed to speak only to him. It is a matter of life and death.
The proconsul is currently indisposed. In his absence, I am in charge. He may address me as if I'm him.
What does indisposed mean?
Yes. Indisposed. It means disease-ridden, infected, or morbid. Or in this case, dead.
Proconsul Lucius Licinius Lucullus has recently passed away. I am Legatus Tullus Romilius Nasca, acting proconsul in his stead. Who am I addressing?
I see. That is unfortunate. I am called Lunia the Golden Wolf, of the land of Nazamones, sent by Her Majesty Cleopatra Philopatora Thea Philopatora, daughter of Ptolemy Euletes Nios Dionysios Philopato Philadelphos. The Queen intended to warn the proconsul against the possibility of an assassination, but it seems I was in need of a faster horse.
Queen's father has a very long name.
He likes to play the flute.
Right. That makes sense.
It does indeed.
Why do they call you Golden Wolf?
Its significance is of little importance. Before it turned white, my hair was the color of wheat.
Oh, that's very unusual around here.
And therefore worthy of a byname.
Who wanted Lucullus dead?
Many. This might come as a surprise to you, but not everyone likes Romans. As to the identity of the murderer, I'm sure the Queen can provide you with clearer answers.
Let us meet then. Name the time and the place.
Of course. That would indeed be the best course of action. Except there's a minor complication you need to resolve first.
There's always a catch.
Cleopatra doesn't exactly see eye to eye with her brother. The pharaoh, Ptolemy Theos Philopator, has exiled her from Egypt. She's been taken by caravan through the desert to a distant palace where she will be imprisoned. She offers to reveal the identity of the murderer to you, if you will free her.
Brother, if she is the queen, doesn't that mean the pharaoh is her husband?
Yes. The pharaoh is her husband and her brother.
I accept the offer and expect her to keep her end of the bargain. Pacta sunt servanda.
A queen does not lie.
To tell you the truth, I'm not handling it as well as I thought I would.
What's going on with you?
I guess I had a host of horrible memories locked up from Greece coming flooding to the front of my mind again.
You've been through this shit before. You have the tools to get through it, even if you don't feel that way sometimes.
You owe me a tally rematch soon.
Are you sure? I'm starting to feel quite bad about this.
Your luck cannot hold forever. I'll beat you next time.
You keep saying this, but Fortuna proves you wrong again and again.
Our games amuse me, even if I lose.
We can find another reason to drink together, surely. But fine. If you insist, I have knuckles in my tent. But we are not playing for coin anymore.
Wine then. I will never run out of that.
Please, excuse me.
Salvete, Legionari. What did you break today?
Nothing yet. Salve, Sextus. How are things?
Oh, it's going great, Legate. Your Legionari continue to mistreat their weapons. Nothing delights me more than fixing pommels and belt buckles on a daily basis.
You're always here, Sextus. You never leave the Legion. Didn't you have a family?
I do have a family. I'm just not too fond of them.
Hey, what do you need?
We're back in the thick of it, huh?
Is same in some ways, but personal this time. I think that will be an advantage. Killing should not be impersonal. Should not be done for coin either. Vengeance is worth killing for.
It isn't personal. We fight for Rome. Not for me, nor Lucullus.
Rome does not care about what you do. Fight for yourself.
You followed me all this way. Do you think you'll ever return to Scythia?
Maybe. I have much to do before that can happen. Big mistakes to atone for.
What do you know about Africa?
Is not too different from home, it seems. People here, Berbers, they live in tribes and move around a lot. If they are like my people, do not make mistake of treating them as one. No one in tribe will speak for everyone. Always there is dissent.
Did your people ever have dealings with Egypt?
Not that I know. Egyptians are not like Rome or Greece. They're ancient kingdom, but they mostly keep to themselves.
Domine.
Do you think we arrived too late?
You will probably not like my honest opinion.
Tell me anyway.
I think our arrival wasn't anticipated by our adversaries, and therefore it can be said we arrived too early for them. I believe the events leading to the proconsul's death could not be prevented, but it seems to me it was our arrival that triggered the murder itself.
Everyone's been calling me Legatus for some time now. You could do the same if you wanted.
Thank you for your offer, but I must respectfully decline. I am not just anyone. I have served your family since before you were born. The fact that your military rank has changed doesn't mean you're not my dominus still. I am proud of the man you have become, and it is with pride that I shall continue to serve you.
You seem relaxed in Africa.
The dry air agrees with my old bones, and I always wanted to visit Africa, especially Egypt. I just wish the circumstances were less dreadful.
We need to keep our spirits up.
That we do. An army low on morale loses the war before battle is even joined. We need to keep our spirits up. In other words, we need wine.
Very good, Cineros. I'll talk to you later.
How can I help you?
We're in a bit of a mess, aren't we?
Aren't we always? Nobody needs soldiers when everything's fine. It's just that I prefer knowing exactly who we're fighting against right now.
We'll need to be careful, especially now that Lucullus is not here to guide us.
Indeed. Lucullus will be missed.
That girl at Marcellus Wispanius' place, was she telling the truth?
Honestly, I have no idea, my friend. There have been so many women over the years.
What if she really is the mother of your child?
I don't remember her. How can I not remember the mother of my child? Either way, there's nothing I can do. She's Vipsanius' sower, not mine.
What do you know about Africa?
I know it's warmer than Volcanus' arsehole. We should make sure the Legion is well supplied. The people seem primitive and alien. Combined with the relatively flat terrain, I don't think we'll have a lot of problems.
Very good.
Come, let us talk.
They killed the proconsul. This could lead to war.
Good. We must avenge our leader. I was getting tired of inaction.
Agreed. We are warriors. We find our purpose in times of war.
Magister says war itself cannot be a purpose, for it brings pain to one side or the other. And if my purpose is pain, then I'm not a good man.
I think you're a good man, Bestia. You just need an opportunity to prove it.
I will prove it. The next time I'm in Rome, everyone shall know that I have proven it.
How are the lessons from Cineros going?
Difficult and confusing most of the time. I make a lot of mistakes, but such is the nature of learning. Your teacher beats you up until he cannot.
Be patient. Cineros is a good teacher.
That he is, and I am grateful for that. But at times he can be ruthless. More strict than my worst Lanista. I do not like questioning myself.
You are from this part of the world, aren't you?
I am not. This is not Mauritania. I wish I could go to Mauritania one day. It is the place where I'll be able to find my sister.
What makes you think your sister is in Mauritania?
I do not know. It is a feeling I have. I have no other clues, so I think perhaps she's free now and she went back to her homeland.
Let's hope so.
Away.
Away, Legate. You look majestic today.
Women in the Legion.
I have an idea for improving morale among the Legionari.
We could establish.
You're new around here, huh?
Here in camp.
You weren't in Greece.
I wasn't.
You'd better respect Callida. She was handpicked by Lucullus. I've seen her put an arrow through a man's eye at 50 paces.
I have an idea for improving...
Legate, I am at your service, as always.
Let's talk about those ideas. It is unfortunate. Even though the weather is blisteringly hot, baths must wait.
I still can't believe Lucullus met an end like that. I expected him to die on the field of battle.
I expected him to eat himself to death at some lavish feast.
That would have been a good way to go. He would have died happy at least.
He was a great man. We will avenge him.
Our way, Legate.
How is morale among the Legionari?
I have never served with more proud or fierce men. They are eager for conquest and utterly loyal to your command.
Give me a report on the Legion's manpower.
Legio Weaktrix is at full strength, Legate. Whatever you need from our men, we're ready. Not only that, but with how experienced our Legionari are, I believe we are easily the match for an army twice our size.
Very good. Thank you.
Please excuse me.
How are you holding up?
Don't worry, Callida. Egypt will pay for what they did to Lucullus.
There's no doubt. I'm not worried about that. I just want to be the one who collects that debt.
You disappeared after the campaign in Asia Minor. Where have you been all these years?
Around. Here and there. Anywhere but Rome.
You really hate the place that much.
I don't mind the city. It's the people in it I have trouble with.
Did you ever visit Lucullus in Africa Proconsularis?
I wanted to, but I always delayed the voyage. And now it is too late. I guess no one can run away from time. I like Africa, though. The bright sun gives me a reason to keep my hood down, and the heat masks movement.
Do you get the feeling all of this was a trap?
Certainly, but I'm not sure it was meant for us. That would imply a grand strategy and some serious thought. This level of sloppiness, though? I think our arrival may have disrupted certain things.
What do you recommend?
Just continue doing our thing. Kick some stones over and see what crawls out.
I can do that.
Whatever you do, don't say that kind of thing within earshot of her.
You scared of her or something?
I made a stupid joke to her yesterday, and she looked at me like I was nothing. Like I was worth less than a sack of shit. Oh, I felt my balls shrivel up and crawl back inside my body.
Oh, Legate. Would you and your Praetorian guards spar with my Contubernium? It would be an honor.
Not right now, Decurio.
Aquilinus? No, he's a good man.
That shiny musculata, though?
He cares about the impression he makes, but I fought beside him. No other Centaurio controls the battlefield as well as he.
Our way.